This is not a story about milkshakes. It's not even a story about McDonald's. It's a story about great big lorries and the people that drive them. Today, this issue has manifested itself with a shortage of milkshakes and some bottled drinks at McDonald's. Last week, Nando's closed some branches after running out of chicken. And KFC also warned recently that supply chain issues meant some dishes were off the menu. But it's all just one issue: not enough drivers. How many short are we? Well, according to the Road Haulage Association, 100,000 short. And they say the problems are only going to get worse.
Everything we get in Britain comes on the back of a lorry. All the stuff in the factories, all the stuff that we get in the supermarkets, all our retail, everything we order online, it all comes on the back of a lorry. So if there are no drivers, equals no deliveries. And we're in a very serious situation now, and we are heading for big trouble unless this is addressed rapidly.
So, we're 100,000 drivers short. How? Well, the first reason people in the industry cite is Brexit. According to data from the Office for National Statistics, 14,000 EU lorry drivers left jobs in the UK in the year to June 2020, but only 600 had returned by July 2021. Then there's COVID. Because of the coronavirus, the RHA estimates 30,000 lorry driving tests were missed last year. But that doesn't explain the full 100,000 shortage. To explain the rest of the shortage, it's helpful to look at salaries. In 2010, the average hourly wage of a heavy goods driver was £9.87. By 2020, it had risen to £11.80. That's an increase of just under 20%. Now imagine this driver delivers to a supermarket. Checkout staff in 2010 earned an average hourly salary of £6.51. 10 years later, that rose to £9.29. That's an increase of almost 43%. Now think of the difference between these two lines. In 2010, a driver was earning 35% more than a checkout worker. In 2020, the difference is only 21%. The industry says drivers are getting a rough deal here. It can cost £1,400 to learn to become a driver. The hours can be punishing, much longer than a checkout worker, they say, and the responsibility is huge. And all of that means it's a less attractive job prospect for new people to take up. Unions say now is a once-in-a-lifetime moment to make a change. Pay drivers more, even if it means costs going up.
For decades, in fact, pay has been driven down by the customers, by the manufacturers, by the retailers and others who think that transport is an unnecessary cost. Don't get me wrong, we all love a bit of free postage and packaging, don't we? But there's no such thing as free transport. And customers, the manufacturers, the retailers need to realise that you can't move things for free. There is a cost, and that cost needs to increase, which means that yes, there may be costs increasing throughout the supply chain, but that means the people working in that supply chain and working in those industries are actually able to afford to live.
McDonald's say they're working hard to restore milkshakes and other drinks back to the menu. And the government say they're working closely with the food sector to ensure businesses have the labour they need, and they're streamlining the process for people to get their HGV licence. But of course, it can take months to train and get an HGV licence, so the solution to the fast food industry's problem may not actually be that fast.